everyone, my name is Gabby. I just wanted to explain a little bit more of what I do in terms of my tarot card reading. Oftentimes I get bits of misinformation and lots of questions in terms of like what it is that I'm reading and what it is I'm working on, who I'm talking to, and all that really stems from is just like a lack of information. So to answer some of those questions, tarot card is not something that is set in stone. It's not me necessarily saying based on this card this is something that is going to happen. The way that the cards work is that by vibrating to the energy we are emitting in the now, the cards show imagery to help relay messages, and depending on the interpreter will kind of pass on the message that you need to hear. So even when you ask a certain question, you may not get the answer you are looking for. Like, for example, if you're asking what's going to happen tomorrow, if finances are something that is more of a concern to something you need to hear, that's going to be something that is coming through. But again, nothing is set in stone. I like to describe myself as a vessel, so I have to do my own type of spiritual work to allow my ego and personality to be on the side, so that way the message is able to come through clearly. I'm able to connect with the cards, and I also do my best to help every single client connect with the cards as well too. In terms of like how tarot cards work, again, because we are all energy, the cards connect to what we're vibrating at in the now. So by just having this certain message, it's able to relay something that it is that you are needing to hear, and based on that, you're able to do something with it. Oftentimes I'm asked if I'm talking with evil spirits, or if, using tarot starts to invoke more of a negative side of like this cloud of like demon energy that can follow you. In the same manner that you can use any intention to do bad. A friend of mine told me a little story of how you can use a knife to go kill someone, or you can even use a knife to do surgery and do work and do healing. Same type of manner here. Even better yet, tarot is not like a Ouija board where there's not anything that can come through. Tarot cards are used in the space of divine light. They were created to grant clarity, to allow for healing, to allow for good things to happen. So even if you try to invoke something awful with it, or you try to wish bad onto anybody, there's literally no way for you to pass that message on. In fact, the tarot cards may be able to point to something you are doing that is bad. All towards realms of healing. It's all towards realms of gaining clarity, which is one of the reasons I have loved them for so long and have brought them into my practice, because it really aligns with all the other things I do in terms of wellness and in terms of spirituality. For example, with the hypnotherapy that I do, we are able to work through past burdens to come to clarity, to come to terms that allow for spaces of healing and awakening to take place. But by understanding and doing the work, then we're able to do something. Tarot kind of works in the same manner like a psychedelic would, that it helps show the surface of what is going on. It can also grant confirmation as to what we think is going on, but it doesn't necessarily solve the issue. It shows everything that is to light, and then it's a matter of what you do with it. If you do nothing with it, we can still expect the same manner of what you've been doing to occur. That's the way energy works. But energy is never destroyed nor created, right? But there's always something we can do to change it. That's where our intention comes through. That's where free will comes through. So the cards are nothing to be afraid of. Oftentimes people who are wary of getting a tarot reading is because they're afraid of something they may know that they don't want to hear, they don't want to be exposed on. I remember even doing tarot cards a long time ago where I thought this person was, and they're still a good person, but it showed things to light that I wasn't even aware of what they were doing behind closed doors, but the cards did. And so that was enough to scare them, in a sense, to get their shit together and stop doing all those things they were doing in the dark. So it allows one to gain healing. It allows one to gain clarity again. All good things that can point towards all the paths you want to go or need to be going with that as well too.